I was told to make a video. I literally took a bath today after a 7-day ski trip to Mount Bachelor. Whoa. And I just took the longest bubble bath. And while I was there, I just wasn't even thinking. And I got out and slowly got dressed. I'm kind of unpacking and puttering. And then I put makeup on and I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'm like, oh, because I'm supposed to make a video. So I'm making a video. So here's what happened. I went to Sedona in May of 2021. And the leading up to that trip, the energy, the knowing that this was going to be a life-changing experience, it was just so huge. And I got to Sedona and I got there on Sunday, and Monday was my first day there, full day. And I remember thinking, because I had 4 nights at one hotel, that I was going to book 2 more nights somewhere else, which were the nights that changed my entire existence. But I was there a day and a half, and I was starting to second guess myself. I started thinking, I don't think I need to stay an extra 2 nights. I'll just go ahead and cut this trip short after 4 nights because I've already got the place paid for. And I just second guessed myself. And then I like, you know what? But then I went hiking, and everything else changed. So I had an opportunity. My ex-husband got me a great deal on a week at a resort at Seventh Mountain, used to be called that. Now it's Seventh Mountain Resort. He exchanged his mother's timeshare weeks. And so that gave us both a week at a really good price. And so I jumped on it because I want to get my Icon Pass shoes this year. I mean, I'm going to ski as much as I can. I'm in Newport, Oregon. There's no ski destinations here, so I've got to travel to get to them. So he offered me this, and I was like, yes. So he booked it the 9th through the 16th. And I was thinking, he always drove. I loved to let people drive me skiing. I don't want to deal with the snow and the ice. I lived in Ohio for 8 years. I must have erased that because I don't remember living in it because I was fearless. But something about the thought of driving over the Oregon passes. And if any of you live in Oregon, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, pick your pass. But it's like, literally, you don't know what you're going to get. You can be guaranteed they're all going to have snow and ice. It's like, pick your poison. I went there and I was like ready. I was like hands on the wheel. It was grippy, but I got through it. And it was a really snowy day when I drove too. It was like the day I had to check in, I had to deal with snow. So I took the lesser of all the evils of passes, and it turned out great. In case you're wondering, I took 22 to Sanium. But then I got there and I was at Bend and I was in my resort, and I started thinking, it was like 14 more miles up the mountain and it was snowing and a lot of cars were going up. I started second guessing myself in the first 2 days at the mountain, and it didn't help that I got in the hot tub the first day. 2 hours I spent in this hot tub. There was nobody in sight. And I haven't been in a hot tub in well over a year. I used to do it almost nightly, so my body was used to chemicals. I developed the most horrific rash from here down, and it was disgusting. It was hives all over my body from the hot tub. So I'm just like, right. I was just like collapsing. And I thought I was going to stay, but I thought I'm going to just do the best I can. And this is where it really hit me. Ladies, this is mostly for us, but guys, we all do this thing to where we get into our little comfort zone. We get in our comfort zone. I moved to Newport in March of this year, and I was a hermit for most of it. I started coming out of my shell September 20th and started evolving. And, over the summer, getting to some music venues, I slowly made, like, I have four friends here that I've met that are dear to me. It's like I now have, no, I've got more than that. I've really got to know some of the other people in this band I hang out with that are just beautiful, wonderful souls. Wonderful souls. But what I love is people here only know me exactly where I am right now. I have no history. They don't know the struggles and the hell that I went through to follow this journey to get me to where I am, because they only know me where I am. And that's so beautiful. I don't have that anywhere. And so I just fell into this wonderful life with these people who became my friends, and we did things together. And that's it. And I still did some writing. I haven't done videos. I've just become, as I told one of my friends, she's like, "What do you mean you're not vanilla?" I'm like, "No, for me, I became vanilla. I became vanilla. I became status quo. I just became what I could be comfortably. And it was wonderful. But being pushed to drive in conditions that I would never choose to drive in, but I'm like, I'm going skiing, damn it. I got to Bend, I got to my resort, and then the sky cleared for the last 3 days, full days of my trip. The weather was stupendous. I went back and forth to the mountain all 3 days. It was so grippy driving my car. I'm getting snow tires Monday morning for my next trip. It was not, my car was not okay, but it was like, you know what? I'm going to make lemonade out of this. And by the time, I don't know, the fourth, fifth day got there, and it just started really hitting me that I have not stepped out of my comfort zone. And I was ready to, oh, what I was going to do. I completely forgot what I was going to do. I had a week there. I was going to enjoy it. But after 2 days, I was going to cancel my 10-day trip to Salt Lake City that I have planned coming up later this week. It's all I have to do for the holidays. And I was looking forward to it. I'm staying in Salt Lake. I'm skiing Deer Valley on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I am excited about that. But I was not going to go. I was going to cancel. I was going to even tell the kid, it was like that I'm renting a room from. I'm like, just keep it. I'm going to cry. I was ready to not go because it was pushing me out of my comfort zone. So that was after 2 days. And then after driving to the mountain, knowing that I've got my pace, people want to go around me. Bye-bye. You know how many upside down cars I saw in snowbanks by people thinking they can go faster than they could there? Yeah, that beautiful white Suburban, upside down, way up there. I'm not sure how they did that. But all I could do was slow and steady. And I got to and from the mountain every single day. And I got through town every single day. And I got comfortable with it. Comfortable enough to know my abilities, my car's ability. And now that I'm going to have studded snow tires for my next trips, I am so excited about pushing myself and going and doing. When I was in Sedona, so many people, men and women alike, and waitresses and waiters and people at the store, you travel alone? Why wouldn't we? I was supposed to go to Sedona with two friends, and the trip had happened sudden. Everything went crazy, but it was like I knew I couldn't go with these two friends because I have to follow my guidance. And when you're with two other people, it's like, wait, energy of a room, everything is different. And so I couldn't do that. I knew I couldn't go with these two friends, but then I went the next week and I had the most magical, unbelievable trip of a lifetime. And this is where my ski trips right now, this book is getting finished to share this story that, oh, it's magical. It's unbelievable. I had to watch Avatar again just to remember that mine is weirder than that. And that's fiction and mine isn't. If we don't push ourselves out of our comfort zone, if we don't stretch who we are a little bit, we stop living. It's like our skin thickens. We just stop existing. So just going on a simple ski trip, I had to drive through snow to get there, which was hard. And then I had to drive through snow every day to experience it, which was a challenge. But parking, I parked right up front. And I had the best time ever. I had a great time. I fully enjoyed myself. I fully lived. I immersed myself into doing everything I wanted to do. I took tons of pictures, none of me, a few, but it was like I milked every moment. And then Salt Lake, I've got my new tires. And so I literally just booked, I'm going to Mammoth for 5 days in early February. And I just thought, I'm already going to be down in California. And there's icon places in Tahoe. And I just got a free week because I sat through a timeshare presentation and they have a place at Palisades, near Palisades in Tahoe. So I just booked a week. So I'm going to go to Tahoe for a week before I go to Mammoth for 5 days. I am going to ski and going to get at least 19 to 25 days on my Icon Pass this year. I'm using it because I have it the last 2 years and I live in Newport. Will I get to do it again? I don't know. It's not going to be a priority. I will not get an Icon Pass again. So I'm just going to enjoy it. But get out of your comfort zone. If you don't, you stop living. You've got to push yourself to do something that's out of your zone, out of your comfort, just a little, and then experience it, and then allow the feeling of being who you are and fully living to come through you. Oh my God, I am back to me again. I lost my sparkle. I was living with sparkle, but I wasn't living. I was not as present as I wanted to be. I had to go on this trip to come home to me. I had to have this trip. So now, this is literally when I bought this place, I told people it was going to be my storage locker. And I have a feeling that's what it's going to be. I'm getting incredible deals on places. The place I'm staying in Salt Lake, I'm there the 23rd through the 31st. I'm paying $325 for my own room, shared space downstairs with this kid who's getting his master's degree. He's from China. But I got back to living by going on this trip, and I stopped living. So just push yourself out of your comfort zone, because if you don't, you're just existing. You got to do the stuff that's unthinkable, the stuff that you would love to do, but you're a chicken. You're a big fat chicken. Go frickin' do it. Frickin' face the chicken. All right, that's it. I had to get this video out. I was going to write it, and I'm like, no, I'm supposed to do a video. So I'm doing a video, and got my little snowflakes. See, I'm saying more snowflake, more snow, because I can drive in it now. And I love my little Subaru Impreza. I'm going to keep that thing, man. Oh, I wish the vents worked, though. I wish I had some heat. The wiring harness has to be completely replaced in it because it melted something. And so it's kind of a hot mess, but we work well together. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. That's it.